Welcome to Baldy's Thoughts, the channel that explores the most thought-provoking and controversial topics in theology and mythology. Today, we dive deep into the intriguing question, are Jesus and Lucifer the same? Join us as we dissect the mythological connections, decipher ancient scriptures, and challenge conventional beliefs. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on our compelling discussions. Now, let's embark on this fascinating journey of discovery. In the realm of theological discourse, few topics incite as much controversy as the comparison between Jesus and Lucifer. While some may find it disconcerting, it is imperative to delve into the mythological and linguistic commonalities between these two enigmatic supernatural entities. This comprehensive video aims to unravel the mystery by tracing the origins of the Lucifer myth, dissecting the concept of the morning star, and examining the comparative mythologies of Jesus and Lucifer, all while incorporating relevant biblical verses to shed light on this perplexing connection. The origin of the Lucifer myth. Lucifer is a figure often associated with a fallen angel, and the roots of this narrative find echoes in the Babylonian myth of Etana. In this ancient tale, King Etana harbored aspirations of ascending higher than the supreme god, Anu, achieved by riding on the wings of an eagle. Yet, fear overwhelmed him, compelling his descent back to earth. Alternatively, the fallen angel myth may draw parallels with Inanna's descent into the underworld. Like Lucifer, Inanna is linked to Venus in Babylonian mythology, and it's worth noting that many Old Testament myths trace their origins back to Babylonian religion, including the renowned tale of Noah's Ark. The morning star, Lucifer or Jesus? In the original Hebrew Old Testament, Lucifer is referred to as Helel, signifying shining one. A direct translation from Latin to English yields the phrases light bearer or light bringer for Lucifer. This notion of illuminating is associated with Lucifer's portrayal as the planet Venus, the second brightest celestial body in the night sky, second only to the moon. Venus, often visible shortly before dawn, earned Lucifer the title morning star for heralding the light of a new day. Contrary to the prevalent belief that Lucifer is a prince of darkness, his celestial status as a morning star, linked to the dawn, is undeniably evident. This intrigue deepens when we encounter similar language in reference to Jesus in the Bible. In Revelation 22:16, Jesus identifies himself as the bright morning star. This naturally raises the question, do these parallels and descriptions provide evidence that Jesus and Lucifer are two facets of the same cosmic entity? Revelation 22:16 Jesus, have sent my angel to give you this testimony for the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright morning star. The two figures' comparative mythology. Building upon the previously mentioned quotes, one might posit that Lucifer and Jesus could be a singular entity. This connection gains further credence when we contemplate their comparative mythologies. Lucifer, as per Revelation 12:7, was cast down from heaven, along with his angels, much like Satan is depicted in Luke 10:18. Christian tradition suggests that Lucifer became Satan after this fall, though this connection remains somewhat enigmatic. On the other hand, Jesus also descended from heaven to walk among humans, as affirmed in Galatians 4:4 and John 12:46, further blurring the line between these celestial beings. Revelation 12:7 and the great dragon was thrown down, that ancient serpent, who is called the devil and Satan, the deceiver of the whole world, he was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. Luke 10:18 I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Galatians 4:4 But when the time had fully come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under law, to redeem those under law, that we might receive the full rights of sons. John 12:46 I have come, as light into the world, so that everyone who believes in me will not remain in darkness. The fact that Satan is also referred to as the god of this world in 2 Corinthians 4:4 seems to contradict the notion that Jesus is God's divine presence on earth. 2 Corinthians 4:4 In their case the god of this world has blinded the minds of the unbelievers, to keep them from seeing the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. If we accept the premise that both Jesus and Lucifer are light-centric deities known as the morning star who descended to the human realm, it raises profound questions about the nature of their roles and intentions. Interpreting the morning star references. Christian scholars have presented various interpretations of the Lucifer-Jesus connection. One common rebuttal to conflating these figures invokes Job 38:6, suggesting that there is more than one morning star. Job 38:6 Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened? Who laid the cornerstone thereof, when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? However, This perspective contradicts the earlier quotations, which describe a single morning star. Moreover, while Venus may appear at different times in the night, the Bible is not immune to contradictions. Some scholars argue that the passage in Isaiah 14, where the morning star is cast from heaven, refers not to Lucifer but to King Etana of Babylon. Isaiah 14:12 How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? This leads to the question of why Hebrew authors would describe a human king as a divine, celestial being. The term morning star is more aptly attributed to an angel rather than a king they might have despised. Finally, there's the parable of Jesus spending 40 days fasting in the desert, tempted 3 times by Satan. While this suggests the two are separate beings, it's possible that no witnesses observed this encounter, leaving room for interpretation. Lucifer is Jesus Christ. Perhaps the most intriguing perspective is that Lucifer's greatest trick was convincing the world that he was God. In this interpretation, Lucifer, under the guise of Jesus, found a religion that performed great evils in the name of a benevolent God. Revelation 27 And when the 1,000 years are ended, Satan will be released from his prison and will come out to deceive the nations that are at the 4 corners of the earth. 2 Corinthians 11:14 And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Under this premise, Jesus arrived in a world of suffering, performed miracles and acts of charity, and offered salvation in exchange for souls. Even the most heinous criminals could attain paradise by pledging their souls to Christianity. Does this not bear the hallmarks of a devilish deception? For those who do not subscribe to Christian doctrine, this interpretation may be as plausible as the traditional one. Some argue that Christianity, spawned by this mythical figure, has led to great harm. Deniers of these evils employ deception to prevent their revelation, wielding heaven and hell to manipulate the vulnerable. But then again, could this not be precisely what Lucifer desired all along? In summary, the comparison between Jesus and Lucifer is a complex and contentious issue, with interpretations as varied as the stars in the night sky. The connections between their descriptions in the Bible raise intriguing questions about their identities and intentions. Thank you for joining us on this captivating exploration of theology and mythology. If you enjoyed this episode and want to continue unraveling the mysteries of the divine, make sure to check out our previous videos. And don't miss our other thought-provoking content by clicking on these recommended videos right here. If you found this video insightful, remember to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow seekers of knowledge, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth.